Yo, what's up? What's up? It's the Hungry Millennial back again with yet another Proactive Pragmatism. On today's Proactive Pragmatism, I'd like to talk to you about the phantom cost of bad relationships. And when I address the phantom cost of bad relationships, I'm talking about that person that's beautiful, that's gorgeous, that you know you don't need to be with, or that person that they're financially well off, that you don't know you don't need to be with, or that person that they come from a good family background, but you know you're not supposed to be with because y'all on two different levels in life. And as much as you would like to believe this is a good partner for you right now, you got to level up, or they got to level up. Because what I find often when people come from great parental backgrounds, they're still stuck and attached to the parents. A lot of those parents still make their decisions, whether good or bad. I'm not saying either or. I'm just saying it's vitally important for you to do an assessment, because what a lot of people, they're either not ready, right? Or they're going to miss out on life opportunities because they want to do it now. This is the instant generation. Or they start losing themselves to save other people, right? So say you're at a good place in your life, and I find this a lot with, it doesn't really discriminate whether it's male or female. People are continuously trying to save others and bring others up to their level, not realizing that those people are on those levels because of the decisions that they decide to make on a continuous basis. They have not made any adjustments in their lives. They haven't made any sacrifices. And you coming along as a secular person, and they've been living for, let's just say 20 years, 18, 19 years, even in, teen dating, they've been living all these years, and you think that you're going to come in and change every habit that they have. That change has to come from within. But a lot of people, they fall in love with the glitz and the glamour of having a ring or getting married or having things locked in. For a lot of people, getting married young actually saved them. So they're not a part of the generation that's necessarily, chasing tail or, looking for the quote unquote F boy or the quote unquote hot girl. That whole Meg Thee Stallion hot girl summer thing. And so what we have to do is make sure that we're doing a real assessment of where we are and where we want to take our relationships. And these relationships are they're not only romantic, they're also friendships as well. Because, friendships can cost you and make you miss out on life opportunities because you want to stay and kick it with the friends when the party is over. It also, losing yourself is like, when you go into these situations, you have to do a realistic assessment of who you are, what you actually like outside the realm of your friends. I find that as I get older, it's easier for me to say no to going out, 2 nights in a row. I will give my friends the grace, hey, we going out tonight, cool, let's do something. But they also understand my battle rhythm, like, because I do work so often. Like when I'm back in the States, it's like after a certain time, just know Tommy probably not coming out. After, so many drinks, I probably won't be down in no more shots. And I've got to the point where I have refused shots, I have refused drinks. I'm good, I'm cool, I'm finna sip this water. They might not like it in the moment, but true friends will understand. And the more that I stand up for myself, the more that I have been able to build grace and inner peace. And that's what we have to do. We have to get to a point where we're taking care of ourselves, looking out for ourselves. What is our trajectory? And do these, phantom relationships actually add value to our goals? If you're having to put everything that you wanted behind, for a relationship, do you think that in 10, 20 years, when that relationship starts to fold or you start to have problems, not necessarily fold, right? But you start to have inner working problems and y'all getting older, do you think that regret still won't be there? At least give your things a try, or, go into the relationship with open communication. Hey, this is what right looks like for my life. Where are you going? What is your plan? What is your goal? Can we nest this together? If one's going north and one's going south, it's probably not going to work. But you can get to a point where you can start figuring it out, saying, hey, these are my goals, these are your goals. Can we boost each other to help each other, figure these things out? And a lot of people, they talk that talk, but you got to look at the walk prior to meeting you. If they talk about how they want to be successful and they got goals and they grind and they doing this, that, and other, but their track record doesn't say that, then you might want to reassess, like, hey, this person might be a fraud. And not saying that people can't change, but the chances of them changing their habits because they met you and they're talking about how successful they are or will be, but the results and the process doesn't say the same, very, very slim. It probably won't happen. I'll be honest with you. And being where I am in life right now, and I've got a lot of, I've got so many different things that I want to accomplish, and so much to learn. I'm learning more and more every day about leadership, about balance, about personal health, about self-care, about just a wide array of topics. The more and more that I learn, the more and more I figure out where I want to be. And then I also get to see life for what it is. You have a lot of individuals who they will lie to you just because they want to feel like they're on the same level as you. Or they will, listen to you and hear your guidance, hear what you want and what you don't want, and they will placate to that. And then they will adjust their lives accordingly, even though they're not about that life. And then months down the road, even though you've already told them what it is, they're asking for commitment, and they're obviously not ready for that, and you're obviously not ready for that, and y'all obviously have kinks and things to work out, but they played the game so well in the beginning, and you can put all your cards on the table, that now they've programmed themselves into your life. They've met a lot of people, they've done a lot of things, not good or bad, but at the same time, that's when you got to do a realistic assessment of what you want as well. And it's hard because you might have to say, you know what, this ain't it. And one of the most valuable key pieces of advice that I've ever gotten was, stop telling people what you want. Let things develop. Let them show you who they truly are, and don't judge them. I look at people as facts. This is how they operate. Okay, well, I can operate around this because this is a fact. I'm not, benchmarking on variables of change or improvement or something that that's not who they really are. And by doing so, I've saved myself a lot of headache. I'm like, this ain't it, chief. Maybe we should just be friends. This ain't it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Homie, sis, this is not the one. This relationship, this friendship that we have is not valuable. And a lot of times you've got to distance yourself and move on and take on other challenges and move yourself into other, relationship tiers and relationships and friend groups. But this is the Hungry Millennial saying, stay away from phantom relationships. I appreciate you guys. If you have any questions or anything you want me to answer on the podcast, find me at hungrymillennial4@gmail.com. Thank you.